today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, May 26, 2025. It's a great time for new ideas or spins on a situation, and you can benefit from some mental refreshment. Mercury, the planet of communication, aligns with Uranus in your communications sector, and you can be unusually talkative and animated. You tend to jump from topic to topic, however, and could be misunderstood. While you should avoid rushing things, the mental excitement and stimulation around you today are invigorating. It's a time of exciting news or breakthrough thinking, and you can be enthusiastic about current interests, studies, and ventures. Discussions and interactions are fun and revealing. Aim to open your eyes to a potential new interest or channel for learning and communicating. Bonds can strengthen through the sharing of a dream or goal. Challenges are whispering in the wind today. As mental Mercury unites in exact conjunction with electric Uranus, everyone will be on edge. You may blurt something out regarding an idea or opinion that leaves others confused by you. This could trigger anxiety or nervous tension, especially if you thought you had your mind set on something but others aren't on the same page. On a more positive note, you may have a sudden urge to book a quick trip out of nowhere with your one and only or a friend to change things up. This may actually bring you more adventure than you can even expect. It's not a good time to rock the boat. If trouble is afoot, try to keep yourself at least one step removed from it, or you might find yourself swept up in unprofitable backbiting and intrigue. You may feel some pressure to have it all figured out. But remember that nobody, ever, has it all figured out. Remember the adage, to err is human, to forgive divine. That doesn't just mean forgiving others. You must learn to appreciate your own ability to forgive yourself. Judgment will prevent you from listening to your own intuition. Your basic needs are to eat well, to get plenty of rest, and to exercise. Start with all three today. Spend some time with your family at home tonight. It's your own vibration happening. Chances are you have kept pretty busy lately, and when you do finally get home, there's a whole new to-do list waiting for you there. Yet, if the most you're able to interact with these people is in passing them on the way to the bathroom, time will get away from you before you know it. See what you can all do together. The moon's departure from Pisces yesterday was always going to leave you emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware. But it is the timing that could have long-term implications. As Saturn reaches his last full day in Pisces, and as for now, the foundation years of a new 3-decade Saturn cycle draw to a close, this is giving you a better sense of what you are committing to moving forward. Meanwhile, ahead of Saturn's return to your income sector tomorrow, the moon is already here, sharpening your nose for money, acting as a trigger and helping to connect the planets already active on the income and job fronts. At the same time that Saturn has reached his last full day in Pisces, and with his departure tomorrow set to even the scales between your own and your relationship needs. The communication and relationship gods are working together to get the communication lines open. Until he leaves, Saturn is policing a need for balance, while Mercury, the planet of communication, is working with forces on the communication and relationship fronts to keep the communication lines open. Cancer, there's beauty in tending to your inner world. Your quote of the day: you don't have to explain your healing. Your color of the day is pearl white, soft and reflective. Lucky numbers: 4, 9, 17. Emotional balance is your quiet victory today. A memory or dream may offer unexpected comfort. Nourishment is more than food. Feed your spirit too. Choose calm over reaction. Our eyes in the sky. Welcome to your tarot reading for May 26, 2025. Today carries a quiet strength, a kind of inner steadiness that asks us to slow down just enough to truly listen. Not just to what's happening around us, but to what's been whispering inside of us, patiently waiting to be heard. If you've been moving through life on autopilot lately, this reading invites you to pause, breathe deeply, and reconnect with the deeper current underneath your daily routines. There is something here today that wants to ground you, guide you, and gently remind you that your journey is unfolding exactly as it needs to. The cards drawn for today are the Hermit, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Star. We begin with the Hermit, a card that symbolizes introspection, wisdom, and the inner light we often overlook when the world gets noisy. This is the energy of taking a step back, not to withdraw or escape, but to realign. You may find yourself craving more solitude than usual today, or maybe you're feeling reflective, even nostalgic. That's okay. It's healthy. Sometimes the most powerful breakthroughs come in the quietest moments. Think of this like a personal retreat, even if it's just 10 minutes with a journal or a walk in nature. The Hermit reminds us that our own insight is often our greatest teacher, if we're willing to sit with it. Next, we have the Six of Pentacles, a card of generosity, balance, and mutual support. This could be a day where someone offers you help, practical, emotional, or even just a kind word that lands exactly where you need it. Or maybe you're the one who's in a position to give. Either way, this card is a reminder that we're all part of a greater cycle of giving and receiving. If you've ever felt like you had to do everything on your own, let this be your encouragement to reach out, to ask for what you need, or to allow someone in. There is strength in vulnerability, and beauty in reciprocity. Then comes the Queen of Swords, bringing clarity, directness, and intellectual power. This queen doesn't sugarcoat the truth, but she speaks it with integrity and fairness. Today is a good time to get honest with yourself and with others. If you've been overthinking or second-guessing something, this card gives you the green light to cut through the noise. Say what needs to be said, but say it with grace. And if you're making a decision, especially one you've been avoiding, the Queen of Swords urges you to lead with both wisdom and heart. Trust your ability to discern. You're more perceptive than you give yourself credit for. We then move into the emotional waters of the Ace of Cups, a card of new beginnings in the heart space. Whether it's love, self-love, healing, or even a creative spark that brings you joy, the Ace of Cups opens the door to something tender and full of possibility. You might receive a message that warms your heart, feel a wave of inspiration, or have an unexpectedly emotional moment that reminds you of what truly matters. Let yourself feel it. Let your heart open without bracing for disappointment. Love in all its forms is trying to make its way in. And finally, we close with the Star, one of the most beautiful and reassuring cards in the deck. The Star speaks of hope, healing, and divine timing. If you've been feeling tired, disheartened, or uncertain about what's next, this is your cosmic reminder to keep going. There is light ahead even if you can't see the full path yet. The Star asks you to believe in your own magic, to trust that your dreams are not foolish, and to recognize that your presence alone has the power to inspire others. There is something about your story, your strength, your survival, that radiates outward. Never underestimate that. When we weave all of these cards together, a clear message emerges. Today is about honoring your inner world, finding balance in your connections, speaking your truth, opening your heart, and holding on to hope. It's a deeply human reading, one that speaks to all the layers of who we are. The thinker and the feeler. The giver and the receiver. The one who's healing, and the one who still dares to hope. So here's something to reflect on. Where in your life do you need space to hear your own voice again? Who or what helps you return to yourself when you feel scattered? And what would it look like to lead with your heart today? Even just a little. I'd love to know which card stood out to you most in this reading. Have you been embracing solitude, seeking connection, speaking a truth, or stepping into a new chapter emotionally? Drop your thoughts, feelings, or even a small win from your day in the comments. Your words might resonate with someone else who's quietly navigating something similar. You're doing better than you think. You are growing in unseen ways. Keep choosing yourself. Keep choosing presence. And most of all, keep believing that even now, especially now, you are exactly where you're meant to be,